What's up mga kanongma? Nandito tayo ngayon para isang mas simpleng episode ng vlog natin for this week. Nagtanong lang ako sa Instagram ko kung ano yung mga gusto nyong itanong para sa akin. Whether tungkol to sa buhay, sa basketball training, routine, or mga ginagawa namin dito araw-araw bilang isang athlete dito sa Japan. At nag-compile ako ng mga questions. Natuwa naman ako at marami talagang nagtanong. Tsaka naglaan ng oras para ibigay sa akin yung mga curious questions nila. So yun, yung nag-gather na ako ng mga questions. Umpisahan natin kay Boss Carlo Sampan. Isa siyang boss ko sa Milo and sa Nestle. So, if you see us around together, nag-contribute siya dito asking me, yung unang question niya is, if you can spend a day with any past or present sports icon, who would it be and why? Sige, siguro sa past, siguro sagutin ko si Kobe Bryant if I would be able to have a chance to spend time with him, pick his brain, and magtanong ng mga napakaraming questions, lalong-lalo na pagdating sa basketball. Siguro si Kobe Bryant. And present athlete na gusto kong pagtanungan, siguro si Miss Hidalyn Diaz, dahil lang sa naabot niya bilang athlete na nagbigay ng pinakaunang gold medal natin sa Olympics. Kasi para magawa mo yon, grabe yung training, grabe yung dedication, grabe yung sacrifice na ibibigay mo. Yung oras away from the family and everything para makuha yon. And years yon, nakailang Olympics si Miss Hidalyn bago niya nakamit yon. A lot of heartbreaks, and hindi siya nag-give up. So gusto ko tanungin kung ano yung mga ginawa niya, ano yung process into being an Olympian to an Olympic medalist to an Olympic gold medalist, no? Isang tanong galing sa Instagram kay Almond Ente. Workout split and how many times a week po weight training nyo? Dito sa Japan, yung weight training namin is depende sa schedule ng games namin. Our games are usually held during Wednesdays, Saturdays, and Sundays. As you all know, Saturday and Sunday, back-to-back yan pag naglalaro kami ng weekend. So, ang nangyayari is, kadalasan, nagde-day off kami ng Monday, lalo na pagkatapos ng laro ng weekend. And then, we have optional practice or practice on Tuesday, which will allow us to lift weights before and after practice. And then, kung wala kaming laro ng Wednesday, mag-weights kami ng Tuesday. Pero kung may laro, obviously wala kaming weight training. Tapos, break ng Wednesday, when it comes to strength and conditioning, babalik kami sa gym ng Thursday. Depende sa'yo. Yung ibang teammates ko, nagba-back-to-back sila ng weights. Nag-Tuesday, Wednesday sila para Thursday, Friday hanggang laro. Hindi na sila magbubuhat. Yung iba naman Tuesday tsaka Thursday. Yung iba Wednesday, Friday. Depende sa nakasanayan mo na routine. So, yun yung yun naman yung kagandahan dito. Pwede kang pumili. So, another question. Thank you, Almond, sa question mo. Tanong natin si Justin Rivera. Justin Riveras on Instagram. Kuya Kiefer, bakit number 15 number mo and number 4 sa Gilas? Number 4 sa Gilas kasi si Junmar yung number 15. So siya yung nakakakuha nun. And ever since nung nasa Nokia Pilipinas pa ako, yung dating rules kasi ng FIBA, ang numbers na pwede mong pagpilian, since 12 lang kayo sa lineup, 4 hanggang 15 lang. Yung 4, usually yun yung team captain. So, nung tumatanda ako, nakasanayan ko din na yun yung number ko. Kaya, pag pinapapili ako sa national team, 4 na lang din yung sinasabi ko. Sa 15 naman, hindi kayo maniniwala, pero nung bata ako na naglalaro pa ako sa Lasal Green Hills, yun na lang yung natirang number. Since yun nga, nung mga una na yon, ang mga numbers na favorite yan, sila Kobe Bryant, number 10, di ba? Yung mga ganyan, yan ang mga number 8, yan ang mga popular na numbers talaga nung kabataan. And sakto, yung unang-unang tournament ko na nilaruan ng seryoso, yung pinakauna kong SBP tournament, kaka-draft lang ni Carmelo Anthony nun at ni Vince Carter dun sa All-Star na slam dunk competition niya. Kaya bigla ding pumatok yung number 15 na yon, eh naisipan ko, since yun na lang din natitira, sinasabi ko na lang na dahil kay Vince Carter tsaka syempre kay Carmelo Anthony bilang idol ko din talaga nung lumalaki ako. And yung isa niya pang tanong is, sinong NBA or PBA player yung pinapattern ko yung game ko? Siguro marami, halo-halo. From Chris Paul to Damian Lillard to sino pa ba? Mga iba't ibang skills ng iba-ibang players. Pero usually yon, Steve Nash, locally Jason Castro, L.A. Tenorio, Jimmy Alapag, nung lumalaki ako sa kanilang tatlo. Doon ko talaga pinapattern yung leadership style, paano magtimon ng tao, paano magtakbo ng play. As a point guard, kailangan marunong ka mag-organize ng mabilis, kasi hindi ka pwede palaging patigil-tigil pag naglalaro, and mabilis lang yung laro, so yung decision time mo sobrang split second lang. So, nagsasama-sama ko yung mga ganon. For the next question, tanong natin si BKOIE. Yun yung ano niya dito. Instagram name niya. Initial reaction when you were excluded on the latest Gilas pool? Actually, hindi naman ako na-surprise. Kasi obviously, when it comes to the national team, it has to take its different directions whether on where it wants to go. And having those players and having Coach Tim and everybody there steering into one direction that they want to go to, wala naman akong problema doon, 'di ba? Parang they're the best possible candidates in that, I would say, mission for the next 4 years, for the World Cup and for the Olympic qualifiers. Ata yun, alam ko yung hinahabol nila. And I'm not really sad about it. Actually, more of a relief na, diba? I think I've done my time with the national team, whether people like it or not. I tried my best to be available for the country for the past, since 2017, diba? So, yun, parang the past couple of years, wala na din akong off-season kasi lahat nakalaan sa national team. So, yun naman. Any plans of settling down? Yeah, of course. Andun naman yung thought na yon. Siyempre, eventually, gusto ko din magkaroon ng family ko, na pag nagkaroon ako ng mga anak, gusto ko yung nakakapaglaro pa ako with them, nahahabol ko pa sila, hindi pa masakit katawan ko. Pag niniyaya nila ako sa labas, to play, kaya ko pa silang habulin, mga ganung bagay. What age do you plan to retire? This is coming from the same person, retire from playing, and I think you can also be a great coach someday. Well, first of all, thank you for that. Thank you for thinking that I could be a great coach one day, although it's a big task ahead of me, and I'm actually not thinking about it yet since gusto ko pang maglaro ng basketball. Pero to retire, siguro I want to retire when my body tells me to retire. My body and my mind. If one of them are not working anymore, siguro that's when I'll hang it up. Pero if my body and my mind are still working together, are still there to make me available and make me compete at a high level, kaya pa siguro yun. And I think marami pa rin akong may inspire, marami pa rin akong matutulungan, lalo na yung mga future na mga basketball players natin, whether gusto man nila maglaro sa PBA or gusto man nila maglaro sa ibang bansa. I think I can still contribute to those areas even though I'm done playing basketball. Your next question is from William. He plays basketball in the UK and trying to be a pro in Japan. Oh, that's a nice dream. What kind of training do you do to compete in the league? Well, wala naman specific. It's really more of the hours that you put in. I can't just say that, I just worked on my shot, then you'll automatically be in the league. Definitely, that's not how it works. So be a gym rat, as they always say. Live in the gym, love the grind, be there, be the first one to be there, last one to be out. Yung ganung bagay, kasi marirealize mo lang yung mga ganung bagay lalo na kapag walang nanonood. If no one's watching you, nobody's pushing you, nobody's telling you to do this, to do that, and naggagaling siya sa'yo, kusa siya nanggagaling sa'yo, that's when you'll find out that you're improving, and that's when you're preparing yourself to be in the big stage, not when somebody is watching, diba? So I think that's how I would train that is as if that you have no choice. You have no choice. I'd like to know about what kind of training and how often do you do it. We practice almost every day. It just depends on the load. Siyempre, load management. We play a lot of games here in Japan. Total of 60 games plus the playoffs. And also, siguro, ano pa ba? Yung strength and conditioning namin is, especially when you're getting older, you have to give more importance to that. And not only that, you have to give importance with recovery as well. I think recovery is part of training because it allows you to be fresh, it allows you to be available to the games, diba? Yun naman importante. I don't care how good you practice, but if or how strong you are, but if you're not available to play, then it wouldn't matter, diba? So, and yes, I do care about what I eat. Right now, I'm in the best shape of my life. I've trimmed myself down to 81 kilos. From the start of the season, I was around 89, 90. So, all throughout the season, I was watching how I eat. I'm trying to make sure that I have optimal recovery, optimal food intake, para ready ako every game. And what's your most important routine for basketball? I would say the recovery is my most important part of my routine. It's when you tell your body to shut down, it tells your body to rest, to recover. Hindi lang yan katawan, hindi lang yan physical. Obviously, it also comes with the mental aspect of it. From Iago Mendoza _ my motivation, what is your motivation? Well, my motivation is obviously, my family, my loved ones. My motivation is God also, because if not for the opportunity of being able to play basketball, I don't think I'll be able to have the platform and I'll be able to be who I am right now. On trying to be better, trying to inspire myself and trying to inspire the people around me. Kasi maniwala man kayo, hindi, I have really, I only have a small circle of friends, which is also nice. You only have a small group of people that you really trust and talk to. Those are the people that you can count on through good days and bad days. And sa kanila din yung motivation na yun to be able to play well, to play my best in front of them, for also na meron silang pinanghahawakan, for them to have something to be proud of. From Roy _ George, Froy_George. Ano yung tanong niya? Wait lang. May tanong siya eh. Ano daw yung pinaka-favorite dunk sa UAAP? Siguro yung kay Kareem Abdul. I think medyo timeless yun. Makikita niyo yun sa YouTube. And all I can say is I was very young during that time and I could still go up. Wala pang sakit-sakit sa katawan yun. Kaya, ayun. Isa pang tanong, si Andy Lazaro. Ano daw yung pinaka-memorable in-game shoes ko? Siguro yung I would say yung Kobe 10 na Nike ID ko na all white. Kasi doon ko nagawa yung career high ko. Marami actually yun. Tsaka yung siguro yung KD4 na scoring champ. Ewan ko kung naaalala niyo yung colorway na yun. Blue, yellow, gold. Yun din yung suot ko nung nakadunk ako kay Kareem. And then, nag-champion din ako sa sapatos na yun. So, yun yung mga memorable in-game shoes ko. Tapos, meron pa tayo mga Japanese fans natin. From Gon Chikechin. Do you like alcohol? If you like it, which liquor do you like the most? I'm not the biggest drinker out there, but I'm a very big gin and whiskey guy. Socially or occasionally, yun ang ko. That's my choices. Those are my go-to drinks. And obviously, every time I would go out or I would drink with friends, I would just stick to one. I never mix. That's when you make mistakes and not go home properly or have a very, very bad hangover the following day. So, yeah. You have a routine where you touch the floor as you enter the basketball court. When did it start? I think it started when I was still in high school. If I could remember correctly. I know it started around that time. Like what I said in past interviews, it's something that I always start with when I go inside the court, as to show my appreciation and deep gratitude with the sport. Every time I would step aside, go back after a timeout, a half, start the game. That's why I do that to show and give thanks with basketball, with how my life turned out to be with it. Hello, Idol. Question lang, nung nasuspend ka, anong daily routine mo nun? I mean, ano yung pinagkabisihan mo, Sir Keith? Sana mapasama and masagot. Thanks. Nung nasuspend ako, this was back in 2018. Yeah, 2017, 2018. It was a tough time. It was a tough time in my career. I felt like giving up, stop playing basketball because of the embarrassment that I felt, because of the backlash that I got from a lot of people without knowing the real story. And then parang for me, it was just so heavy, and until now I still carry it with the trauma of it. And siguro yung pinagkabisihan ko doon is I was playing a lot of golf. I couldn't play basketball, I couldn't play pickup games, but golf was a big part of me in keeping myself busy and at the same time keeping myself sharp. And ayun nga, parang I had to maintain an edge, which is the competition. So battling out my trauma, my demons during dun sa time na yon. Kasi dami mong gustong gawin dami mong oras, pero I had to stay disciplined and keep in touch with my reality na one day I'll be back. So that's why I had, golf with me na kept me in check, kept me competitive. Parang araw-araw ako naglalaro, sinasabi ko sa sarili ko na kailangan sharp ka. You have to always feel the competition, whether for now it's only against yourself. So yun, yun naman na pinagkaabalahan ko talaga. Meron pa tayo isang tanong, nagtatanong, hindi ko ma-pronounce yung pangalan niya. Pero nagtatanong siya kung ano yung specific weight training na ginagawa ko. Nakakatuwa na actually na maraming curious hindi lang sa basketball, yung skills tsaka yung development. Kasi nakikita nyo naman yung ginagawa naman namin nila Coach Jolo yun, ginagawa naman namin sa True Focus yun. And nakakatuwa na curious din kayo ginagawa namin off the court. So yung weights namin nagdidepende yan. Meron kaming program na ginagawa dun sa mga may konting kaalaman na syempre meron kang time na maglo-load ka. So, maglo-load ka ng mga ginagawa mo to prepare yourself to for the season. Pag off season, usually dyan nangyayari yung loading. Couple weeks or maybe a week up to a week before the season starts, dyan ka na mag-unload. Hindi ka na masyado magbubuhat ng mga mabibigat, hindi ka na masyado magbubuhat ng maraming sets, maraming supersets. Tapos meron din naman tinatawag na velocity training. Kumbaga small exercises like pagdating sa mga squats, deadlifts, jumps, yung mga ganung bagay na velocity yung tinitraining para alam mo kung nag-i-improve ka ba, lumalakas ba yung katawan mo o nagme-maintain ka lang, nag-plateau ka. So marami ng technology ang mga ginagawa yung mga SNC coaches ngayon, lalo na dito sa Japan, kasi yun, may advantage kami. So kadalasan ngayon na season na, ang nangyayari lang is yung velocity training and maintenance. So marami kaming mobility exercises, stretches, marami kaming movement preps. Kasi syempre pagdating ng matagal na season, all you have to do is lengthen your muscles. Hindi ako expert. You have to lengthen your muscles, make sure na hindi sila tight, hindi sila shortened, para wala kang napupul, wala kang napupunit, wala kang nasi-strain. And bukod sa exercises, malaking factor din dun yung kinakain mo. Obviously, yung kinakain mo will give nutrition to the muscles that you're trying to build. And it won't matter kung anong klaseng exercise yung binubuhat mo, pero unhealthy ka naman, wala din, hindi sila mag-work hand in hand. So if you could do both, that would be ideal. Medyo mahirap kasi it entails a lot of sacrifice, pero if you really want to be the best, you really want to be great, kailangan mo siyang gawin. So yun guys, that's it. Yun yung mga questions. Hindi ko na masama lahat ng mga questions nyo. Nagpapasalamat ako to everybody who chimed in and asked questions sa basketball or sa life. And so far so good. Okay pa naman kami dito sa Japan, patapos na ng season. Now it's about a couple of months before the playoffs, and this is where it matters the most, yung mga games na talagang pinaghandaan namin and talagang inantay namin para makabawi to get back to B1. And sana patuloy nyo kaming suportahan, yung Shiga Lakes. Last 14 games if I'm not mistaken. And sa lahat ng mga fans dyan sa Pilipinas, thank you very much. Sa lahat ng mga sumusubaybay tsaka nanonood ng mga kanong mga ko dyan, please continue to like and subscribe my videos. and patuloy tayong gagawa ng mga content para sa inyo. Maraming salamat. Arigato gozaimasu.